So, there's this running joke among netizens about the massive hit historical drama Zhuyu. The main lead, General Xie Zhen, played by Zhang Linghe, constantly shows up on screen, looking like he just peeled off a fresh sheet mask. His skin is flawless porcelain, his brows and eyes are meticulously sharp, and even when he's fully suited up in battle armor on the front lines, he still radiates this impossibly well-groomed and pristine visual charm. The show became a total juggernaut, and with it, a new viral internet trend was born: the Foundation General. At first, it was just harmless, playful banter within the fandom. But what happened next caught absolutely everyone off guard. The whole Foundation General character inside the drama actually ended up triggering the highest publicity organ of the military. Every single day, the entertainment industry is flooded with hot topics and trending hashtags. But what floats to the surface never tells the whole story, because the real chaotic waves are churning deep beneath the water. Hey guys, Sean here. How's everyone doing? By the way, quick heads up. If you want to grab some Trace Zero merch, we've got you covered. We've got hoodies, t-shirts, tank tops, mugs, phone cases, and tumblers available right now. You can check out the store tab directly linked right below this video. And to those who've already bought some, thank you so much for the support. You guys are absolute legends. Drop your testimonials right here in the comments. I'd love to know what you think of them. Now, let's talk about how a C-drama general's flawless makeup just triggered a massive military crackdown. Buckle up, because you never know how deep this hole goes. Let's talk about Zhuyu first. This domestic C-drama started airing early last March, adapted from a hit web novel on Xinjiang Literature City. The plot revolves around a romance between a battle-hardened military general and a female pig butcher. It's your textbook historical idol drama, or guo, packing all the standard romance fantasy tropes that viewers crave. Heroic leads, stunning visuals, political intrigue, revenge plots, and gorgeous costume and makeup design. It literally had all the ingredients for a smash hit. The second it dropped, Zhuyu instantly blew up across Southeast Asia and mainland China at the same time, completely dominating popularity charts on multiple streaming platforms. A lot of netizens praised the show for being incredibly aesthetic and cinematic, with fight choreography that was absolutely stunning. Fans were totally obsessed, heavily shipping the undeniable chemistry between the two main leads. With the massive success of Zhuyu, Zhang Linghe hit another major peak in his career, while sparking endless hot topics all over the internet. Now, the character he plays, General Xie Zhen, is supposed to be this fierce, ruthless commander on the battlefield with a deeply intimidating aura, but instead, every time the general pops up on screen, he's rocking this incredibly flawless makeup, immaculate skin, and pristine armor that looks way too luxurious. I mean, a general is supposed to be someone who has spent years bleeding on the battlefield. Constantly battered by the wind, scorched by the sun, and covered in dust, his face should bear the rugged scars of war. His armor should look heavily weathered, and his eyes should project a sharp, masculine, and lethal presence. That is the kind of portrayal that actually aligns with what everyone expects a real warlord to look like. Some netizens even started mocking the show, pointing out that after a brutal, chaotic battle where everyone else looks filthy, exhausted, and covered in grime, our Foundation General looks like he just stepped out of a green room, ready to walk a red carpet. There's zero rugged battlefield energy. Other netizens chimed in with hilarious roasts like, "The battle starts at 6, but the general has to wake up at 4 just to do his makeup." The moment his foundation starts smudging, the entire army has to retreat for a quick touch-up. But if you think about it, for the casual viewer, the general's heavy makeup was mostly just a funny little side topic. As long as the plot is engaging, the actor is handsome, and the audience is entertained, the fans' enthusiasm will keep burning bright. Yet, thanks to the internet's wild creativity, this joke spawned a massive new trend, the Foundation General, which instantly blew up and went completely viral across the web. Of course, for some it was just lighthearted fun with no offense intended, while others genuinely defended the look, arguing it was visually stunning and fit the show's aesthetic. Some dedicated fans even went out of their way to make custom edits of Zhang Linghe's scenes, turning them into aesthetic stickers and memes to circulate within their own fandom circles. Honestly, this is just how the entertainment ecosystem works. Gossip drives views, views drive more gossip, and everyone gets to enjoy the hype. But right when everyone was having a good time, someone suddenly threw a bucket of ice-cold water on the party, freezing the cheerful atmosphere instantly. Not long after Zhuyu took off, on the 27th of March, 2026, to be exact, the entire landscape shifted overnight. The narrative started to get twisted, and nobody could have ever predicted that the military, an institution that has absolutely zero business with show business, would actually step in to call for a boycott. Out of nowhere, a heavy-hitting military authority swooped in to take a massive, merciless swing at this beloved historical drama. A prominent Weibo account named Jun Zhengping Studio dropped a post with an incredibly blunt title. Generals wearing powder and lipstick in historical dramas cannot shoulder the social responsibility of shaping the nation's masculine character. Through this piece, they issued a stern call for the entertainment industry to produce more works that embody genuine masculinity and grit. Now, you have to understand this account almost never touches entertainment topics. Their feed is usually strictly about top-tier military headlines, national defense policies, and major state affairs. Word on the street is this is the absolute highest-ranking publicity and propaganda mouthpiece owned by the military. The article pointed out that it's an open secret that the top leadership watches the film and television industry very closely. In an internal meeting, he reportedly emphasized that deviant phenomena like toxic idol worship, fandom chaos, and internet celebrity obsession must be strictly regulated and disciplined, and absolutely cannot be left unchecked. Can you even wrap your head around what this implies? You're just chilling at home, binge watching a show and hyping up your favorite actor, but in the eyes of certain authorities, your behavior is being twisted into a massive issue of national principle. They practically view your typical fan behavior as equivalent to being in some dangerous cult. Look at it this way. Imagine you casually post a video on social media complaining that a local restaurant near your house tastes terrible. Then, out of nowhere, the official Ministry of Defense account pops up in your replies and claims that this restaurant is a threat to the public's livelihood and is destroying the nation's morale, so it absolutely must be shut down immediately. At this point, I've got to ask you guys, a heavyweight military account like Jun Zhengping suddenly inserting itself into the entertainment world to micromanage a TV show? Have you ever heard of anything like this happening before? Do you really think a bit of aesthetic makeup in a historical drama warrants the attention of a top-tier military institution? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let's talk about it. And honestly, Jun Zhengping was just the opening salvo. Even before the military stepped in, Zhejiang Xuanchuan, which is backed by the Provincial Party Propaganda Department of Zhejiang, had already fired a warning shot. They criticized modern media for compromising core moral values just to chase visual aesthetics and pretty faces, warning that it could warp the taste of the younger generation. Right after that, the state media giants fell in line. People's Daily, Banyuedan, and even Chinese military industry outlets all stepped up one by one. This massive chorus of government mouthpieces collectively locked their targets onto this foundation general. According to industry rumors, the grand after-party that the production team had already planned had to be quietly canceled due to the immense external pressure. The second that Jun Zhengping opinion piece dropped, Zhang Linghe's fandom was thrown into total mass confusion. Like, an actor's job is literally just to act. How on earth did he get dragged into the crosshairs without any clear reason? Initially, a lot of fans were furious and just couldn't accept it. They flooded the comment sections to defend him and argue, protesting why a historical drama needs to be hyper-realistic, calling the intervention a massive overreach, and questioning what right they even had to police the artistic taste of a film. It was the standard emotional defense mechanism of fans trying to protect their idol. But it didn't take long before those comments suddenly vanished into thin air. And interestingly, it wasn't the platform moderators deleting them, it was the fans themselves. See, some sharp-eyed netizens started sharing screenshots pointing out that Jun Zhengping is actually a homophonic play on words for Jun Zhengping, which stands for military political commentary, the absolute highest propaganda voice of the armed forces, representing the military's stance and core state values. The realization scared the fandom half to death, and they instantly hit the brakes to avoid any real conflict. Consequently, inside the Great Firewall's domestic platforms, you couldn't find a single soul brave enough to leave a trace, not even just a comment. "I still think Zhang Linghe looks handsome." They scrubbed their comments clean in droves, and the defense of Zhang Linghe went completely silent. This specific detail is honestly way more fascinating than the state media articles themselves. Without a single explicit threat being made, just the sheer realization that this wasn't some random account but the actual military made the fans fall in line instantly. Their self-censorship was executed perfectly in a matter of seconds. But this raises a brand new question. Why did dramas like this suddenly catch all this heat out of nowhere? To understand that, we have to look back at China's massive anti-effeminate campaign. Analysis pieces from military media outlets reveal that when the regulatory storm first battered the Chinese entertainment industry back in 2021, the target wasn't just reining in the massive capital driving the fan economy. It was also about launching a full-scale purge of the Niang Pao culture, the trend of soft, effeminate, or overly pretty male celebrities. For context, Niang Pao is a derogatory term used to describe male actors who sport highly feminine looks or behavior. And 2021 was the exact year China's entertainment landscape got hit with a systematic top-down cleansing. The NRTA, the National Radio and Television Administration, issued a strict directive to boycott this soft boy aesthetic, demanding instead that all film and TV content project a fierce, masculine aura or yang gang zi qi. That same year, even the Ministry of Education chimed in, announcing school sports reforms specifically designed to cultivate and toughen up the masculine character and mentality of young boys. Fast forward to this year, and that crackdown has been running for 5 consecutive years. Yet, because the Niang Pao trend hasn't completely vanished, state media has banded together once again to deliver another heavy blow. But when you really think about it, how effective has this whole crackdown actually been? Case in point, what you're looking at right now is Zhuyu, a drama that just aired in March 2026. In this show, we have a foundation-wearing general whose makeup looks softer and more flawless than the female leads. Because the visual production and cinematography are top tier, the drama instantly blew up and dominated popularity charts across China and Southeast Asia, even though the internet has been absolutely roasting a ton of minor details throughout the show. The market is giving a pretty blunt reality check. As long as the audience loves it, investors will keep funding it, and streaming platforms will keep airing it. There is a massive structural gap between government, aesthetic control, and raw business logic. A gap that hasn't been bridged after 5 whole years, and honestly, probably never will be. No one is inherently in the wrong here. It's just a head-on collision between 2 entirely different worlds. State policy on one side, and market demand on the other. Caught dead in the middle of this crossfire are the directors, producers, platform censors, and of course, the actors themselves who are forced to sit helplessly in a makeup chair since 4 in the morning. At this point, there is one crucial thing we need to emphasize. Zhang Linghe is actually the most innocent person caught in this entire mess. He is just an actor. He doesn't have the power to choose his character's concept or look. His job is simply to act professionally and deliver exactly what is asked of him. When a drama blows up and becomes a massive hit, that's his good fortune. But on the flip side, when a mess like this hits the fan, he's just the one taking the fall. But that is exactly how the entertainment industry works. Being forced into the eye of the storm doesn't mean you were the one who caused it. As of right now, Zhang Linghe himself has not made any public response. The drama is still airing, and its buzz and popularity remain high, but the atmosphere surrounding it has completely shifted into something incredibly awkward and sensitive. Will the platform re-edit the show, do reshoots, or will they choose to quietly let the wave of criticism pass while waiting for a fresh scandal or a trending topic to distract the public? Questions like these honestly reveal far more about how the entertainment industry actually navigates strict government regulations than any official statement ever could. Keeping your head down, laying low, and staying completely silent is their ultimate survival guide. Truth is, what we really need to watch here isn't Zhang Linghe's makeup or whether this drama will get pulled from the shelves. It's the signal being sent. When a military propaganda heavyweight steps into the arena to criticize the entertainment industry, specifically targeting a fictional, historical, costume drama, that is an incredibly rare phenomenon. If this door is officially swung open, then moving forward, what other genre, what kind of image, or which actor is suddenly gonna get caught in the crossfire and become the next target? For investors, this means they have to reevaluate which types of dramas are now high risk. For actors, it means rethinking which projects are safe to attach their names to. And for streaming platforms, it signals that they must add yet another layer of political screening when buying or curating film and television content. Right now, every single player in the entertainment industry is closely watching how this unfolds. Not because they care whether a fictional general can wear makeup, but because they desperately need to know exactly where the authorities are going to draw the next red line. A general's makeup somehow managed to rally state media to march into battle together, causing defensive fan comments to immediately retreat the second they realized who they were up against. This isn't the first time this has happened, and it definitely won't be the last. Between entertainment and the market, between artistic freedom and government policy, this game of cat and mouse is still going strong. Meanwhile, the people trapped inside this structural gap, the directors, actors, producers, and platforms, are forced to face tough choices every single day, with absolutely no answer key in sight. So, what do you guys think? Was the military overreaching, or was it a necessary move? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out our merch store right below for those hoodies and tumblers. Thanks for watching. I'm Sean. If you're still watching this, maybe you're looking for the same thing I am. See ya!